the final item in our course that we want you to look at is the lesson. Now this is going to be new to the JM students. We haven't, we're just now starting to incorporate these into our courses. Let me give you a little bit of overview of what a lesson is. A lesson is sort of think of a PowerPoint presentation with continue buttons at the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to go in and make each of the slides of those PowerPoint presentations, put content in each of the slides, and then have a student go through and complete it. In terms of the lesson, just like the quiz, when I open up this one lesson, lesson number 1, which you'll see here in your demo course, again, just like the quiz, you have the preview buttons, the edit the buttons, reports, things like that. If you click edit, edit will pop up a list of the lesson pages. Okay, again, think of this as a PowerPoint presentation where page number 1 is followed by page number 2, is followed by page number 3, is followed by page number 4. Let me show you what this looks like. So if we hit, for example, preview, I'm here at page number 1. If I hit my next button, the student will see here's page number 2, here's page number 3, and then finally page number 4, which is the end of the lesson. I just put page 1, 2, and 3, and 4 there. Obviously, you're going to be adding the content to it. To edit that content in each page, click the Edit tab, and then you'll see your 4 pages here. Come over, and just like all the other resources in the course, you hit the Update button. So this is page number 1. And then you'll see your little editor where you can come in, put content in the page, and then at the bottom are what are listed as, and these are called jumps. And you might see, what the heck are jumps, Ken? All jumps are those link buttons that are at the bottom. Since this is the first one and the first page number 1, the only button that we had there at the bottom was a button that went to the next, and that is linked to, if you see here where it says jump number 1, that is linked to just our next page. You can actually have these buttons linked to anywhere in your lesson. So for example, this lesson has 4 pages right now. I could link this button to page 2, to page 3, to page 4, etc. If you just want a linear navigation through here, I just suggest next button on top, going to the next, and then the button behind it, call it previous, and go to the previous page. That way students will have the, and I'm going to save my changes, that way students will have the next button and previous page button visible to them in terms of walking through the lesson. You also see in the lesson, when you hit that edit, you can add pages. To add a page anywhere here, and again, we only have 4 pages here. Let's say that I wanted to add a page between page 1 and page 2. I'd come up to page 1, and instead of editing page 1, I'd select in the actions here. I click add a page. I could add a lesson page, which are these pages that I've had here, or I could add, don't worry about clusters or the end of the lesson, or I could add a question. A question is going to be just like the questions that we saw before in terms of, although you're going to edit them here on the page. So you have the option of selecting a multiple choice question, a true false, a short answer, a numerical, matching, or essay. These will actually be questions that appear in these slides. So for example, let me see, I'm going to do an essay, and I'm going to say essay number 1. I'm going to title the slide, and my question is here. I'm going to leave the jump at the bottom to the next page. I'm going to add the question page, and I'm going to show you where that falls in. So now we'll have page number 1, that essay page that I just added, then page number 2, then page number 3, and then page number 4. The only thing to keep in mind here is that the very last slide in your lesson, when you edit that last slide in your lesson, here it happens to be page number 4, and I'm going to edit it. Make sure that you have, like here I have a previous page that has a link to previous, and then I want a button that actually goes here. This is the only one where we'll select jump to end of lesson. What that does, that just lets the lesson finish and be done. So again, make sure that that last one goes to the end of the lesson, and then you can insert any questions that you want in here, pages, things like that. Let me show you what that essay looks like. So I'm going to go here to page number 1, hit the little magnifying glass to preview it to start there. So this is what students would see on the first page. They go to the next page, and then here is that essay. So there's the question that you're going to type up there, and then students have to put in an answer. Here, if they don't put in an answer and they just say, please enter your answer in the box, it'll pop up and it'll say, no answer given, please go back. And go continue. Okay, so this has been a summary of both our assignments, quizzes, and lessons. Final item that you'll want to look at in the course, since this is the final video, I'm just adding it at the end. Up here in the upper right corner of your course, you have the ability to switch role to, it will say non-editing teacher, student. You probably won't have the list link for administrator. If you click that box drop down to student, this is the actual view that your students are going to see in the course, and it's helpful to sometimes switch to this to make sure that things are looking as they will for a student. So for example, I just click that role. Now when I click on lesson number 1, I will see exactly what the student sees on this. I won't see any of the editing options that I had as a teacher. So this gives you a really true representation of what students see in the course. And that concludes our final video here.